I'm Martin Strel. I'm going to do what no man has ever done, swim Amazon.
He's the last superhero in the world. Yeah, he might be a little fat, he might be a little drunk.
So you guys are just gonna let him swim?
Well, what are we supposed to do? The only time he's normal is when he swims.
Animal could die. Human, no. Because power is here. Your mind. My power is, Michael Phelps is maybe a little stronger than me. He got 8 gold medals, best sportsman in history, but didn't swim Amazon.
Expression's my middle name, doll.
Mine's Sue. Sylvia Sue Schwartz. From Sweden.
Sylvia Sue Schwartz. From Sweden.
Ja.
Cut. See what I mean about letting the scene go? You want some reaction? Now, as you can see, we're shooting it from only his side of it.
So, yeah, I played bad guys, but I'd never played a gangster before. And, you know, the first thing that, when I read the script and when I spoke to Geoff, the director, was, you know, we both had the same thought, which was lock, stock, and 2 smoking barrels. And there's 2 characters in that I thought of. There's the enforcer, who's this big bruiser sort of guy. What are you doing here? And then there's Tony, who's cooler, the one with the kid in the car. And Geoff wanted it to be a little bit more like Tony. And so I tried to make it a little bit more intelligent. The other guy's got, you know, hardly a brain. And yet the voice, the mannerism, the general presence, more like my physicality. So it became a kind of blend of those 2 things. And then, you know, it's a question of intent. It's a question of, you know, whether it's serious or comic or, you know, who knows what's going on. And Big Tony's character is very much a guy who's in the know. He's not just someone that you call on if you want to give someone concrete overshoes and drop them in the river. He's more someone you know, Dick Diamond's contacting Big Tony to solve a problem. So he's wanting his brain, not just his brawn. So, you know, he's got a little more class. He's a little more Tony-ish. But, you know, when you approach a role like this, you know from day one that the thing is a bit of a spoof because it's film noir. You're talking about where people expect to be in black and white. They expect a certain sort of look. Therefore, they expect a certain sort of dealing with stereotypes. And one of the most interesting things is to make a stereotype interesting. You know, to bring it to life, to flesh it out, make it sympathetic. And the script really helps. There's some interesting things in the script that, you know, although it's in a sense predictable, it's got a few odd little bits and pieces, like the whole thesaurus joke, which, you know, comes out of nowhere, really. So you realise that the piece, although it's film noir, is also quite surreal.
I can imagine.
Shot is up.
Here we go.
Cameras rolling.
What's that?
Big Time and Private Eye, shot 17A, take one.
Action!
You don't want to find this thing.
My client.
Your client ain't the one out looking. Think. There's a reason he ain't.
She.
Figures with a dick like you, it's a dame.
Cut the smart talk, Big Tony. I got a job to do and you're hindering my progress.
Hindering? Well, that's a big fancy word. If you're going to use big words, you better be packing big. It's a thesaurus, Dick.
Sometimes, if you're going to have the top of the head, you want a little bit of room. Sometimes I'll cut them off there for really dramatic stuff. You see that where their head's cut off. But headroom becomes an issue. And then you don't always center people. It's more interesting off center, actually.
We're married.
No, we're definitely married.
Yeah.
Long marriage. Seems like forever.
Yeah. It's not a very happy marriage. I'm a little crazy and he's just a little grumpy, so.
Action. Take this.
I'm not going to.
Take it. Kill him, Charles.
Cut. Take it again. Oh, no. Okay, so take it again. And action.
Take this.
I'm not going to.
Take it. Kill him, Charles. Kill him for me. Promise me.
When I see him, which is impossible because he doesn't exist, I'll kill him.
Yeah, he gets a little bit more grumpy.
Action. Oh no. He's coming. He's coming to get me.
I got over there. I killed him. He bit me.
I'll call the hospital.
No, it's all right. I slit its throat.
Well, I mean, I checked with Savannah. I was like, "You sure you really want me to just scream?" She's like, yeah, go for it.
Well, I've always wanted to be a movie director and actor and writer of my own film. And, well, not always. Ever since 2006. That's when I first started using a camera, and I really loved doing stuff like that, so...
Boom up just a little higher. You're good. You're good.
He's coming to get me. He's coming.
I'm afraid something awful's happened here.
When I learned about Villisca, I didn't know that it was a haunted place. I went there for the history and was very interested in the fact that it was a terrible crime that was committed in 1912. 8 people were killed, 6 of them children. 2 of the children were just overnight guests in the house, and it was a tragic story.
Where are you headed again? Villisca.
I won't ever leave you. I promise.
We're all dead here.
It's upset.
Maybe you can turn away, maybe not.
I will not understand these things!
Nobody solved the crime, even though they did a lot of investigating. In fact, there were 2 trials and a grand jury investigation, and I got a lot of the research on that. And
great unknown.
We visited the house and I knew nothing about the haunting, but when I went into the house, some things happened to me that made me intrigued by what might be going on in the house, and later learned that a lot of people had these experiences.
For forgiveness?
You're too late! You're too late! They're in the arms of God!
I'm going to die. Who is that?
And we will meet you in the pretty place.
I hear something. Is something bad?
Nobody would do that who didn't hear something from someplace else. It drove them to do it. You would never put yourself in harm's way like that. So it was great. It was really interesting. I'm glad I came out.
This guy's good. You know, it's quite an adventure. That's something to look forward to for those of us who are thinking, what can I do next?
The whole thing is a highlight for me.
I thought it went pretty good.
So, it was fun.
It was fun.
For me, it was most exciting to be able to use all of this equipment and professional grade, and really have fun with it, and learn from people who have been in the business for a long time now.
I had a lot of fun. I love doing this, and it's a lot of fun to get questions and to tell people about what you know and some of the tricks of the trade. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Is it over yet? If I was a writer, I wouldn't be here. Because they don't allow writers on the set.
I always say that I look forward to seeing how the director interprets what I've done. And we've been talking here about how a director adds to the quality of the script. It should, anyway. Same way with the actors. So it's always encouraging to me when I see a good director and good actors reading my words and doing my actions, because I sense that their real job is to make me look even better than I am, to make my words sound even better than they were written. So this was a very good performance by everybody. I was very impressed.
Yeah, learned a lot more about just little quirks and how films are actually made. So it makes me appreciate films much more.
I'm always ready to do more film work. So I mean, I'm a little bit burnt, but I could do another one tomorrow.
We were going so fast, I don't know. I mean, I had all the shots except the doorknob looked great to me. But,
that's good.
Good idea. I mean, there's more I could have done if I had more time, of course, but looked pretty good.
I think it went really well. Was really happy with it.
It's pretty cool. This movie was an amazing experience, and to see someone that is as powerful on his own merits and so strong internally to be able to do this huge, challenging accomplishments is pretty inspiring. It's really quite remarkable.
Thank you.
So it was a great night.
It's beyond what any sort of mere mortal would do, but it was really great to have him here in person because it is an inspiring story, and certainly there's an underlying message of peace.
Just absolutely incredible. I'm so glad I saw it. I almost didn't come because I was so tired, but I made myself come, and I'm so happy, and I kept thinking, oh, I wish I would have asked this person and that person. It was just unbelievable.